Okay, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation you Akim out there that's been pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. We're in the year of 2020, the year of prophecy, the 8th month of the year of 2020. So days is moving quick, man. Just the other day at the camp, it was a fleet of chariots, man. Everybody giving praise to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah, man, for seeing the chariots, man. We know our redemption drew off now. But guess what? You have all kind of tensions going on throughout the four corners of the earth, and it's not being publicized on the media. It's not being put on the forefront. Everything is on the back burner, but they're giving you fluff and puff. Shit what happened with Will Smith and this woman, or whatever the case may be, man. Grandmaster Jay with this bullshit. So there's a lot of things out there that's keeping people from what's really going on, man, around the world. And we have tensions rising with China over the South China Sea. Tensions rising with China and Taiwan and the Taiwanese government or Taiwan. And America has promised to protect and back Taiwan up wholeheartedly. And that's been going on since the Korean War. But we have a situation going on, man, because we have not only tensions rising over the South China Sea and what's going on with Taiwan and what's going on with Hong Kong, how the Chinese government is trying to usurp authority over these provinces, you know what I'm saying, that they're claiming is theirs, such as Hong Kong and Taiwan. Hey, man, the situation is getting worse in the Middle East. We have a bombing, which is clearly a nuke. It looked like a nuke, man. A mushroom cloud went off, man. And you have people witnessing the airstrike. Various brothers put up videos, man, about this situation in Lebanon, man. So what we have here is a hotbed, not only in the Middle East, but in China, dealing with the South China Sea. Then we have certain skirmishes going on in Syria with Bashar al-Assad and Russia backing Bashar al-Assad, but the American government want him out of power. So a lot of things is popping off, man. Things is popping off speedily, man. But guess what? You don't hear about these things on the news. They only tell you fluff and puff, what they want you to hear. But this is a very special year. This is the year of 2020, the year of prophecy. And like I said, all kind of prophecies are coming to pass, man. All kind of prophecies are coming to pass. We're seeing various chariot sightings. So anyway, we're at the end of Esau's rulership. And what's going to be the end game of Esau's getting taken out of his power seat, man? I got some scriptures, Abaratazar. I got some priests, Abaratazar. You about to be edified, man. This is Malachi, the 4th chapter, the 1st verse. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. And that day that's coming, man, is going to be a day such as never been in the history of the world. It's going to be thermal, nuclear destruction, surpassing what happened during the time of the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, when the Most High rained fire and brimstone down from the heavens to destroy that wicked place, man. But this place is 10 times more wicked than Sodom and Gomorrah, man. So how you think the Most High is going to take this place out, man? So it reads, Malachi chapter 4, verse 1, For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. Stubble is like ashes, man. And all the proud, Esau is a proud demon, a proud devil, man. Esau being the so-called white man. Look at his slogan, the few, the proud, the Marines, man. Look at the 5 branches of his U.S. military, man. They got a proud posture about themselves, man. They think it can't happen to them. They think they're not going to never get taken out of their power seat. Why? Because they was given the blessing of the sword, man. Through Isaac, our forefather, which is Yahweh Shah, you could receive that. So they was given the blessing. That blessing was to rule the earth with the sword, man, and have the fatness of the earth, man. So it reads, and all that is, I'm going to read it from the top again. Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud starting with Esau, the so-called white man, he's a proud devil. Then you got the Moabites, they proud as hell too, man. They proud as hell too, them Moabites. The Moabites, them Hamites, them Ishmaelites, they're all proud, man. Because they think it can't happen to them. But that day that's coming is going to burn them all up, man. Started with Esau, and all the rest of the people and all the rest of the nations that's in cahoots with Esau to do away with us, man. It started with Psalms, the 83rd chapter. You see what I'm saying? So it reads, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. That word host means armies. The Lord of armies, man. And what's that day that's going to come that's going to burn them up? It's going to be thermal, nuclear destruction, concentrated fire from them chariots. When the Most High Yahweh cracked them skies, when the Most High Yahweh shot Slaga cracked them skies, bringing death, destruction, and deliverance, man. Death and destruction to Esau and the 2/3 you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans who choose not to get right, man. That choose to be homosexual, that choose to be lesbians, that choose to do that which is not right in the eyes of the Most High, that choose to commit adultery, that choose to be gangbangers, to sell drugs. You're all gonna get burnt up in that fire, man. And that concentrated fire from them chariots when Yahweh shot cracked them skies, man. And we seen all kind of fleets of chariots, man. Especially at the camp, man. Which is the hotbed for chariots, man. And we've been saying that through the spirit, man. Me, Palau, and a couple other brothers, man, been saying that place where we open up camp at is a hotbed for chariots, man. So we're at the time of Esau's end, and everything is starting to manifest itself, man, quickly, man. Everything is starting to move fast, man. This virus, this coronavirus is not coming to an end. There's a second wave coming. They got a vaccination, and they're going to use the military to do Operation Warp Speed. House Resolution 6666, man, HR 6666, where they're going to use the U.S. military to go door to door to force vaccinate these people, man, that refuse to be vaccinated, man. So we're approaching some times, man. If you refuse to get vaccinated, what they're going to do? They're going to snatch your ass up, arrest you, and put you in a concentration camp, man, and forcibly give you that vaccination. And then give you the Alpha D microchip, man, which is the mark of the beast. So dig that, man. So it reads, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. You see, with Esau, when you get taken out of your power seat, your nephew, your great-great-great-grandson, your brother-in-law, your father-in-law, your cousin, your brother, is not going to build the cities no more, man. Because you're going to be taken out of your power seat because your whole infrastructure is going to be destroyed by thermal, nuclear destruction, and concentrated fire from them chariots, man. Why? Because the Most High is going to put the spirit on these nations to align themselves and become confederate against you. And do you real vicious like, man. And that's prophecy. Man. Where it's going to leave you neither root nor branch, man. It says, real quick, let me get one of my favorite scriptures. Bear with me real quick. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. Because it coincides with the prophecies that's going on today, man. And you people out there, you regular Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans that's going on to get along, man, thinking that everything to go back to normal. This is the new norm, man. Wearing masks, you know, being in jeopardy of losing your apartment, you know, no jobs. This is the new norm. The economy is teetering and circling the drain. The infrastructure of America is crumbling. This is the new norm, man. Things ain't getting back to normal as you thought it was back 2 or 3 years ago, man. This is the new norm now, man. This is the new norm. And Malachi chapter 4, verse 1 is definitely going to come to pass, man. That the day that's going to come is going to burn as an oven, man. Everything's going to be destroyed in America, man. You're not going to know from the east to the west, from the north to the south, man. You're not going to know what the hell, what was Connecticut, what was North Dakota, what was South Dakota, what was New Jersey, what was New York, because everything's going to be stubble. Everything's going to be stubble. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. And it reads, "For lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon." Who is this talking? This is the Lord talking, Yahweh. "For lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon," which is America. Spiritually, it's Babylon. They have taken on the customs of the Babylonians, and they have taken on the customs of their money system too. It's called the Babylonian money magic system, man, where they created money out of thin air, and that's exactly what Esau is doing. Fractional reserve, man, Federal Reserve notes. That's exactly what Esau is doing, the so-called white man. Esau is not originator of anything, man. They have taken everything from all the nations that have ruled before them, and they put it together, and that's why this is a big border confusion, man. Different religions here, man. Hey, man. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. "For lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon," which is America, "an assembly of great nations." Who's that assembly of great nations? First and foremost, Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, Pakistan, India, Great Britain. Because even America's own allies are going to come up against them, such as Great Britain, France, Germany. All nations that bend up the bow, they have nuclear capabilities, will come up against America and assemble themselves against America and destroy this bitch. This is not my words, man. These are prophecy, man. I'm bringing the prophecy out. Jeremiah 50, verse 9. I'm going to read it again for the top so you can sink it to your head, man. It says, Jeremiah 50, verse 9. "For lo, I will rise and cause it to come up against Babylon, an assembly of great nations from the north country." Started with Russia, man. "And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence shall she be taken." How she going to be taken? Because all them nations are going to shoot off intercontinental ballistic missiles, hypersonic missiles, supersonic missiles with the multiple warheads. And at the same time, Yahweh Shah is going to crack them skies and bring death and destruction and deliverance through concentrated fire, man. At the same time, beaming up the elect and destroying the wicked of the 2/3 you Negroes, especially Native Americans, as well as your daddy Esau, the so-called white man, and its infrastructure, and the rest of the nations, man. And that day is going to be horrific, man. Horrific for the 2/3 Esau and the rest of the nations, but deliverance and salvation for the sons of Israel that's a part of the elect, man. 144,000, man. The 1/3. So it reads back in Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. It says, "And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain." Why? Because they're going to be laser guided. The spirit of the Lord Yahweh, while Yahweh Shah is going to be on the missiles that they hit their designated targets, man. You see, this is prophecy, man. That was written well over 2,000 years ago. And we starting to see these prophecies play out, man. We starting to see these prophecies play out, man. But the average Negro, Hispanic, Native American, they don't see shit, man. They can't see it, man. Why? Because the Most High blinded them, man. What they see is mirth. What they see is having a good time, hoping that America go back to so-called normal. It ain't gonna be no normalism, man. The new norm is wearing masks, mass vaccinations, RFID microchip stations being set up, famine, death and destruction, man, and war, perpetual war. That's the new norm, man. So forget about it going back to the days of 2008, 2009, 2007, 2015. Them days are over, man. This is the new norm. Wearing masks and worry about if you're going to have a job the next day, man. Where about you got a place to lay your head the next day? Where about if it's gonna be Gurkha troops and UN troops, Interpol in the streets of America, man? Because them days are coming. It says, verse 10, and Chaldea, which is America, shall be a spoil. All that spoil her, that assimilated great nation started with Russia and China, on down to Great Britain, France and Germany, all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahweh. The days is coming that shall burn as an oven, man. You can't get around that. We're at the end of Esau's society. Esau being the so-called white man's society, man. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is that which followeth, man. It may seem far-fetched to you unbelievers, man, but we wholeheartedly believe that it's gonna be not because it's all written in the scriptures, man. It's prophecy, and we wholeheartedly believe that it's gonna be a change of rulership, man. One nation go down, another nation rises up, man. There's nothing new under the sun. The same thing that was happening in the ancient world is going to happen again, man. All the nations that ruled before started with the Assyrians, the Babylonians, the Medo-Persian Empire, the Greeks, the Romans, going into the time of the Dark Age, then the Renaissance. We're in the time of the Renaissance right now, man. We're at the end of that season where Esau is going to be ruling, man. Esau being the so-called white man. And I'm reading about it now in Jeremiah 50, verse 9 and verse 10, man. In Chaldea, Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 10. It said, and it reads, and Chaldea, which is America, shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahweh. There's no getting around that, man. You see what's going on around the world? Tensions are rising with China, the U.S. government, and the Taiwan government over the disputed land of the South China Sea, man. Where China's trying to claim Taiwan as being their own. Where China's trying to claim Hong Kong as being their own. And what did America do? They promised during the Korean War, which happened in the 50s, to protect Taiwan, man. From Chinese, from any foe, domestic or foreign, man. So tensions are rising, but that's not going to spark a World War III. Then you got tensions going on. What happened in the bombing, which was totally a nuke going off, man. And I guarantee you, the Israeli government, the Mossad, shot that missile off, man. And then it's coming out that the Lebanese government, every one of their government officials resigned, man. Why? Because they don't want no part of that, man. They being threatened. So things are heating up, man. And I guarantee you, man, there's going to be repercussions behind that bombing in Beirut, Lebanon, man. Because that's a hotbed, man, over there. Then you got tensions going on. Then you got tensions over there rising in Syria with Bashar al-Assad, man. Things is bad, man. Things is real bad. Chinese government sanctioned 11 U.S. politicians, man. And heads of companies, man. Showing you, man, that not only is military action is on the horizon, but we have an economic war going on, man. Where they're sanctioning each other over tariffs and all that, man. So tensions are rising, man. You people have not a clue what's going on. You think we're in the time of mirth, man, but we're not, man. We're not, man. Last scripture before I close it out. Because these mosquitoes is tearing me up out here, man. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. Whose right hand? Yahweh. Why Yahweh shot, man? It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. That bow is them nuclear silos that hold them nuclear weapons, man. You ever seen a video with a nuclear weapon being launched off, man? It's something that comes out of the ground. The ground opens up, which is a nuclear silo, and the missile shoots off, man. It's considered a bow. And the arrow is considered the ICBM nuclear missile. and it's gonna be shot off. Not just one, but multiple nuclear warheads, nuclear missiles, and multiple warheads, man, which is gonna destroy this land utterly, man. So it reads back in 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, man. From Russia, from the east to the west, from the west to the east. And I bring it up all the time. That's why the earth is going to rock to and fro like a drunkard, man. Pursuant to Isaiah, Isaiah 21 and 19, if I'm not mistaken. 24 and 19, man, on down, man. The earth is clean dissolved. Isaiah 24 and 19, man. Pursuant to that right there, man, that scripture right there. The earth is going to be clean dissolved, man. What's going to do it? I'm going to read it again. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. Watch, they're going to be laser guided and spiritually guided by Yahweh, Shah, to destroy this bitch, man. Because we live in a wicked-ass society. Homosexuals running rampant, lesbianism, transgenderism running rampant, women usurping authority over a man, this feminist movement, and all the rest of the crap that come with it, man. BLM, and all the rest of the crap that come with it, that's, by the way, is set up by Esau, the so-called white man. Because you look at BLM, Black Lives Matter, when you watch them videos, all you see is crackers in them videos, man. And about 2 or 3 nigger women talking shit, running their fucking pothole. Talking shit. That's all you see. But the rest is nothing but a bunch of crackers, man. That's letting you know that shit is set up, man, to entrap you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans to fall for that okie doke bullshit, man. What has protesting gotten y'all, man? Go back to the 60s. What has protesting gotten you people, man? Nowhere. But dogs sicked on you, water cannons, shot on you, spit in your face, beat down. That's the only thing that has gotten y'all, man. Here it is. This is nothing but a rerun of the 1960s, man. The civil rights movement, man. You people are straight clowns, man. You have no clue what's going on, man. First and foremost, you don't even know who the hell y'all are, man. You're calling yourselves Jamaican, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Indians. What's your true nationality, nigga? You have no clue, because you lost. We're in 2020, the year of prophecy. If you don't know who you are, you're going to remain lost till this place be destroyed, man. And that's just the bottom line, man. So it reads, back in 2nd Ezra 16, verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. What's them plagues, man? I'm going to hold this real quick, and I'm going to get this scripture right here real quick to prove what the plagues are, man. Because we living in some horrific times, man. Everybody think it's all jokes, fun and games. We're not in a time of fun and games, but we're in a time of serious war, man. But you're going to continue to be lollygagging, horsing around, thinking that everything is good, thinking that America's going to go back to the normal, what you think is normal. This is the new normal, man. Wearing masks, wearing gloves, and looking like clowns in the streets, man. You dumb niggas. This is Malachi, no, Zephaniah chapter, let me see, real quick, chapter slack here. 14 verse 12. This is Zechariah chapter 14 verse 12. And this shall be the plague. Matter of fact, I'm going to read it from the book of the Apocrypha again, then I'm going to bring it out in Zephaniah, man. In Zechariah. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and should not be put out till it consume the foundation of the world. So this is the plague, man. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And it reads, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh shall smite all the people that are fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. What's the only instrument that can make your flesh consume away on your feet while you stand up on your feet? That besom of destruction, that thermonuclear wind that's going to come and sweep everything in this path, man. I'm going to read it again so it can sink into your ears, man, because Jake is hard-headed, man. So it reads, Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12, and this shall come and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh shall smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth, man. Now that's twofold. That's thermonuclear destruction. Also Esau, with his endeavors on what he gonna do in 2050. Because Esau, the so-called white man, loved to plan on what he gonna do 15, 20, 30 years from now, man. You ain't gonna do nothing. You're gonna be in slavery, man. You gonna have chains on your red-ass feet, your red-ass necks, and your red-ass ankles, man. And your red-ass waist, man. And the only future endeavors you're gonna have is picking goddamn whatever we have you doing in the fields, man. That's your future endeavors, man. Pursuant to Ezekiel, the 39th chapter, man. Serving as that continual employment, man. That's your only future, man. Slavery. It says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume in their mouth, man. It shall consume away in their mouth. Your philosophies, your bullshit, your Babylon juice, your Babylonian juice, like I said, your philosophies, and your future endeavors, man. All gonna consume away right along with your red ass, man. And your only future is slavery. Bottom line, it says, verse 13, and it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. And that's going to something different, you know what I'm saying? But the point has been made, man. The point has been made. Them plagues that's going to be sent is thermonuclear destruction. Concentrated fire, man. So back to 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent. I read the plagues that's going to be sent in Zechariah, the 12th chapter, the 14th chapter, the 12th verse. And it reads, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they consume the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth. Like as an arrow is shot of a mighty archer, return of not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. And part of them plagues is this goddamn coronavirus, man. A part of them plagues is cancer, E. coli, Ebola, AIDS. These are part of the plagues, man. And the ultimate plague is thermonuclear destruction. Even a famine is a part of the plagues, man. A famine, if you don't know what the word famine means, is a lack of food, a lack of water. When you're starving. These are the plagues that's coming. Keep thinking everything is a joke. This is the new norm. It says, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Because once them nuclear missiles are shot off, man, that's it, man. That's it, man. They're not gonna turn back and go into them silos, man. They're gonna hit their designated target, man. They're gonna destroy America, destroy Israel where them gutter rats is at, and certain parts of China is gonna be hit, certain parts of Russia, India, Pakistan. Because America's gonna shoot missiles off back, we know that. But America's gonna be overwhelmed with missiles, they're gonna be destroyed, man. So with that, I'm gonna close it out. We're at the end of Esau's rulership, Esau being the so-called white man's rulership, man. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. We're not gonna return back to no normal, no old ways of thinking. I'm saying no old ways of how America move, man. This is a new norm. Wearing masks, looking like a goddamn clown, with gloves on. Hey, you got people in their cars, they the only one in their cars, they got on gloves and masks, with the windows rolled up. Showing you the stupid mindset of these people, man. They bugged out of their mind. Hey, but that's, hey, man. The average nigga don't even know they dumb, because they dumb. They're too dumb to realize they dumb. So the average person in America, filled with fluoride, don't know they dumb, because they too dumb to know that they dumb, because they fucking dumb. You understand me? Shalom.